So welcome again to the series of automobile engineering semester 6 practical. The practical number is experiment number 8. Okay, this is demonstration of brake. So there are many kinds of braking system: hydraulic brake, mechanical linkage type brake, mechanical cable type brake. The second one is pneumatic brake, that is also known as the air brake, right? So here we have to understand the functioning of brake, right? Its purpose, that what is the basic purpose, what is the requirement of braking system in automobiles. So we know that why braking system is required. So braking system is required to stop or control the speed of the vehicle or the road wheels, right? If the speed is not controlled, what happens is the collision is prone to occur. So there are chances of accidents if the brake fails. So if there is no proper braking system in your vehicle, then it is very important to understand, right? So this is a shoe brake, drum and shoe, right? This is the external part of the drum. This is a drum brake, right? And here we can see it is an internal expanding shoe type. So these are the shoes, right? This is the external lining. This is made up of asbestos, right? This is a piston, right, or also known as a slave cylinder in case of hydraulic brake. This is hydraulic brake. This is master cylinder. Why it is master cylinder? Because the hydraulic oil is filled inside this, right? What happens is when we press the brake lever, so the master cylinder sends the pressure by the means of the Pascal's law, right? We know. So it sends the pressure via the hydraulic line to the slave cylinder, and what happens is slave cylinder opens, right? Here there is a slave cylinder, right? This piston opens. So what happens once the piston opens? This brake expands. So this is known as internal expanding shoe brake. Okay. So here we can see the internal portion of the brake drum. This is known as brake liner, right? This is kind of mechanical brake, right? Here we can see a cam, right? This is also expanding shoe brake. These are shoes. This is shoe. This is shoe, right? And when what happens is when the wheel is moving and when we press the brake lever, this cam, this is a cam, right? This cam, what happens? It operates, and when it operates, what happens is it presses the shoes, and when it presses the shoes, the things come to halt, right? This is a demonstrating model of disc brake. Like this, the disc is also there. These are calipers, right? When we press the brake, the caliper presses the disc. So what happens is vehicle comes to halt. This is pneumatic kind of brake. Here there is air tank. There is a pressure gauge. Up to certain pressure only we can fill this tank. This is safety valve. Beyond certain pressure, what happens is this valve operates, right? When the driver or the pilot, right, he presses the brake pedal, what happens is he gives the piston a pump. So from this booster there is a pneumatic tank connected, and the amount of pressure is been sensed right here. Okay, and what happens is then this pressure is transmitted via the pneumatic lines to the brake drum, right? And same the principle of the internal expanding shoe brakes, right? So the piston is operated, expanded, right, and this brake is applied. Okay, this is also a kind of disc, right? Like this there is a disc, and the disc brake also has a caliper type assembly, so that it stops the vehicle. Okay, so this was the experiment related to the braking system in automobile.